Hello everyone and welcome back to Football Manager 2017 in our European Journeyman series at Bayer Leverkusen. Now last time out we were really starting to hit a rough patch of form. 3 games without a win and the Bundesliga is not going at all well. Just 7 points for our first 5 games, which is so poor. Might actually be worse than the start we had last season. So I'm hoping we can put together a good turnaround today. We're going to have to start away from home against Hertha Berlin before then taking on Mainz at home. But those are 2 very winnable games and we desperately need that win to pick up morale. We've been hampered by injuries somewhat, which hasn't helped. And that continues today. I mean, you could just look at all these players that are carrying knocks. Rabolo's out, Betty's out, El Said and Douglas Santos. That is 3 left wing backs that are injured at the minute, which is not good. It means that Mikulacak is going to have to play at left wing back and he's not completely fit, lacking that match sharpness. And it also means that Natgal is returning up front because Havertz needs to drop into midfield to cover Betty. Dejalo's alongside Havertz, and then it's Mikulacak, Traub, Rupkes, Schiel and Henriks in the back 5. Natgal joined by Braga and Bernardo Silva up front, Nezovic in goal. We've been really struggling to get goals, which has been our big downfall so far this season. So I'm hoping those front 3 can start to chip in and get a couple of goals on the board. Well, Berlin do kick the game off, sending it straight back to the central defender. And we've got a highlight here after just 1 minute. It's sent over to the centre-back, forward to Arnold. He's got Poulsen out to his left. We need to win this ball back, and there's Djalo with a good tackle. Bernardo Silva over the top, but it's cut out. Natgal has stolen it though. He's in behind, holds up the ball. Braga into Bernardo Silva. What a save that is. Bernardo Silva has to be finishing that chance though. Clearly didn't get it far enough into the corner, and the keeper just able to pull it out the sky and push it away. And that really has been our downfall. I was saying it before the game, but not getting goals has been the big problem. Bernardo Silva, when we first signed him, was absolutely electric. He got so many goals, but since that horror injury that kept him out for several months, he hasn't been the same player. Now he's a bit older, unable to recover in the same way as before. Here we come again. Bernardo Silva onto Braga. Ball round the corner to Mikulacak's a brilliant one. And Mikulacak, of all people, playing at left wing back, is the man to give us the lead. He's got his 3rd goal of the season. He may well be challenging for top scorer at this rate. But we've got the breakthrough early on. That is a huge advantage for us. If we can get a second one, then I will back us to win. It's not often we concede more than 1. Here's Bernardo Silva, Djalo out to Mikulacak, beautiful first time ball into the area, and Natgal of all people in there for 2-0. What an assist that was from Mikulacak, who's having a brilliant opening 15 minutes, just that left-footed volley into the path of Natgal, who is there once again to get another goal on the board for us. He has been so good. He's definitely one of the standout players of this series for us. Just having that one player who's come out of absolutely nowhere from within the club as well to just turn it on and deliver game after game, he really has been something special. I can't think of anybody else who's come out of a youth team and really done that for us. We've signed players like that, but we've never really had them just come through a club, and that is one of the reasons that I really like him so much. Here is another highlight. Havertz onto Henriks, looking to bring it in from the right hand side. He's then fouled by Christiansen, who's already on a yellow card. And there is the second one. He is off. We're going to be playing 10 men with a 2-goal lead, and surely these are going to be 3 points away from home. Braga onto Djalo. Back into Braga, now Bernardo Silva into Natgal, and it's another great save from the keeper, who is the only thing stopping this becoming a rout. Corner here to be taken by Bernardo Silva. It's cleared away by the defender. Natgal after it. Bernardo Silva with another good chance. Lots of players in the box. Onto Djalo. Skips one tackle. Still going. He goes for goal. And he's hit the woodwork. So close. That would have been a beautiful goal if it had found the top corner. But we are being relentless right now. Natgal with the ball back to Mikulacak. He puts the cross in. Headed out. Only as far as Djalo. Bernardo Silva into Braga, first time effort, and I think the keeper has just managed to stop that one from sneaking into the bottom corner. But we are not giving them a moment's rest here, Hertha Berlin. We're absolutely punishing them. And we're looking very, very good. I'm quite happy. This is the happiest I've been since that game against Juventus with the team. Bayern having a goal pegged back against them, but for once I can give them a friendly team talk and hopefully get them out there. We need to pick up the morale, which means we need to win games. This can hopefully be the trigger for a good winning streak. Now that the team seems to be clicking a little bit better, it'll be good when we get players like Rebolo back into the first team, but at the moment we're looking alright. I mean, the fact that we've had 3 injuries in the left-back position hasn't helped, but it's even better that we can have 3 injuries in the left-back position and yet our 4th choice left-back can still finish a goal. I mean, that is reflective of how good this tactic is. We have struggled with it, though, so far this season, but that was similar to last season. We struggled at the start of last season. I think the transfers didn't really help as much as they might have in the beginning. I've not actually made any substitutions, I'm realising now, so we may as well just take a couple of players off, but we don't really have anybody to bring on because they're all injured. We can bring Malherbe on, and I guess Jensch can come on in midfield for Havertz, and that should do us, just see us out for the last 2 minutes. Bernardo Silva here fouled. It's a free kick in a good area. I don't think Savi's going to get much more than a yellow card for a foul like that. There it is, just a yellow card. Just 10 seconds left. I don't know what that highlight was about. Maybe one of the players I took off was going to score that free kick, but I doubt it. Bernardo Silva has one here. He puts it into the box and it is headed away, and there is the full-time whistle. That is not a bad performance from the team. We maybe should have had a couple more goals, but their keeper made a number of very good saves, and it just shows that we can win a game this early in the season and yet we're still 8th place. It hasn't fired us at the table like we might hope, and we're now 8 points off the top. Dortmund 6 wins from 6, and they've already beaten us this season, so they are looking like a very dangerous opponent. Bayern Munich just 3 points ahead of us is not too bad. I think those will be the 2 teams really challenging us for the title this year. I don't see anybody else being strong enough to get up there, so if we can get together a few wins, I think the top of the table will start to take shape quite quickly. Well, for this match against Mainz, we are lucky to have a few players back. El Said is back in centre-back, which will definitely help us out. We also have Rebolo back on the bench. Douglas Santos returning from injury is not in the matchday squad. We've still got injuries to Janssen, though, which is not ideal. These 4 players here all out on loan, so we can't use them, and it shows how thin the squad is really, that we only have 2 players in the reserves. But I do prefer a smaller squad to a large squad, and the team at the moment are having to play an awful lot of games in quick succession, so we need to get a win today. Hopefully then we will have a week break between the St. Pauli and the Schalke game in the Bundesliga, but we need to get through these 3 games first before we can enjoy that break, and the game against Mainz is more important to me than the game against Anderlecht. We need to fix our league position right now. We're almost guaranteed to qualify for my Champions League group, with the likes of Anderlecht in there, and another club which I've forgotten at the moment. If we just have a quick look, then the other team in there is Malmo, so neither of those teams are really going to stop us qualifying from our group. So the league has to be the priority early on, given our struggles. And that means we're going to put out the full-strength team. Everybody's above 90% fitness, which is quite good news. Nachtgal, after scoring in the last game, gets to start up front again, alongside Braga and Bernardo Silva. Betty and Dejalo are both in midfield, with Mikulacak, El Said, Traub, Rukas and Henriks the back 5, with Nezovic in goal. Free kick for Shrek, puts the ball in, Henriks nods it away from the edge of the area. Shrek again, looking to bring it down the right hand side, loses out to Betty though. Now El Said, can we get the ball forward? Betty again, very deep here, as is Jarlo. Bernardo Silva, over the top for Mikulacak. He's got 2 players ahead of him. Nachtgal's one of them. He finds Braga. There's the ball into Henriks in a very advanced position. He's lost it though. Luckily Jarlo in the right place to cut it out. Braga trying to reverse the ball for Bernardo Silva, and he's put it wide of the post. I thought the early shot there might have gone in, but he couldn't get the ball on target. Free kick from Shrek, sent in towards the back post, and Tuti in there, or Tuati, nearly got that one into the bottom corner. Fortunately for us, it was only the side netting. Betty with a free kick, pushes out to Mikulacak, into Nachtgal, and he's hit the post. That was such a nice quick move around the back of the defence down that left flank, but unfortunately Nachtgal not able to quite turn that one in. Bernardo Silva with the resulting corner, and the ball is headed straight out by the defender, and it's a throw-in for us in a good position, but we clearly didn't manage to do anything with it. Here's another chance, Mikulacak into Betty, Ball given away. Skaros with it. Back to Nocatini. Now Wallace sends it forward. He's pigeoned in a little bit there. Now Braga with it. On to Bernardo Silva. He can't get past the defenders. I've really not been impressed with Bernardo Silva recently. Nactigal does find Bernardo Silva, and obviously the second that I slate him, he scores a screamer of a goal from outside the area into the bottom corner. He clearly felt his ears burning and wanted to prove me wrong. That was a great goal, and it has given us the breakthrough that we needed, and we should be able to take a 1-0 lead into half-time. That is not bad at all. Well, it's just 20 minutes left now, and we're still looking quite good. We've changed both the central midfielders around so that hopefully they'll be fit for the next game against Anderlecht. Mainz without a single shot on target in this game, which does worry me a little bit, because if they do manage to get one, it could be a problem. I'm going to give Malherbe a little bit of a run around for Braga, just try and get his match fitness up a bit. There's only 8 minutes left now, and it doesn't look like we're going to throw these points away, which means we will have back-to-back wins in the Bundesliga, which is exactly what we needed in this episode. Just a couple of minutes left to play, waiting for that clock to tick down, and here it is. Corner from Bernardo Silva, cleared out by the defender. 15 seconds to go. No way Mainz are going to get back into this now. Jensch is just pushing that ball out of play almost like a rugby match, trying to end the game, and there it is, a 1-0 win. 2 very good performances, not as many goals as I would have liked. Bernardo Silva's screamer today getting us the points. If he hadn't had that effort, we might have been struggling, but even after 2 wins in a row, still sitting in 7th place, and Hamburg could definitely move above us as well. So still work to do, but luckily Dortmund have lost. Bayern Munich now just 2 points behind them, and we are 5 points from the top. So that is not the end of the world. It's not where I would like it, but hopefully we can continue the good work next episode, where we'll be taking on Anderlecht, who we should definitely be beating, and bottom club St. Pauli, who again we should definitely be getting 3 points from. So 2 not massive games there, but 2 games that will give us a chance to put together a nice winning run, the like that we haven't had this season. Up to now our best run has been 2 wins in the Bundesliga, which we managed in our second and third games. So good that we've managed to do that again and keep now 3 clean sheets in a row. So hopefully we can keep that going next episode, get another couple of wins and another couple of clean sheets, and really start to build up the team's morale to the point it was last season, and then maybe we can carry on and challenge for the title. It's going to be a big job. 5 points behind at this early stages, not insurmountable, but it isn't ideal. And in the Champions League, everybody level on 1 point, but PSG, we've got to play them away from home, so it's going to be tough to try and win that group from them, but there's no doubt that Anderlecht and Malmo will struggle to stop us progressing to the next round. But that is going to be it for this episode. Do drop a like on the video if you've enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new. Follow me on Twitter to find out if there's going to be more regular videos or not, because at the moment, as I've said previously, going through a lot of new stuff in my personal life, so I can't guarantee the daily upload. So if you're wondering if there'll be a video, do follow me on Twitter and you can always ask me there. But until next time, see ya!